The man only wanted a sip of water on the plane when he suddenly noticed his fingernails turning black. As a doctor, he realized it was because of a lack of oxygen. At that moment, the water bottle began to twist, and the glass shook violently. The flight attendant also sensed something wrong. She quickly fastened her seatbelt and told the passengers to do the same, but it was already too late. The next moment, the plane hit turbulence. Water floated into the air. Passengers without seatbelts were lifted by the rushing air from decompression. Terrified, they held onto the seats and prayed to God for safety. The captain quickly put on his oxygen mask. At the same time, masks dropped down from the ceiling. Everyone hurried to put them on, but one woman collapsed before she could reach hers. In the restroom, a girl tried to open the door but failed. Soon she fell to the floor from lack of oxygen. The man crawled to the cruise area and found an emergency oxygen tank. With it, he saved his wife's life just in time. A few minutes later, the turbulence passed. The cabin pressure returned to normal as if by a miracle. The captain explained the cause. While passing through the storm, a seal had broken and caused decompression. They had repaired it and would now descend to a safer altitude. At last, the passengers could breathe with relief. Soon after, the flight attendant discovered the unconscious girl. Frightened, she placed an oxygen mask on her, and to her surprise, the girl woke up. It seemed the danger had ended, but the real horror was only beginning. The first victim was a middle-aged man. Suddenly, he felt unable to breathe. The flight attendant called for a doctor, and the man rushed forward, but it was already too late. The passenger clawed at his throat, then vomited a stream of blood. His body shook violently, his face twisted like that of a zombie, and moments later, he lay still. A check of his pulse confirmed his heart had stopped. The captain reported the death to the ground crew. The body was moved to the upper business class and covered with a blanket. Not long after, a young man sneaked upstairs. He had his eyes on the dead man's expensive gold watch. He not only stole it but also filmed himself with his phone, mocking the corpse. Then it happened. The corpse turned its head. Slowly, it stood up. The young man screamed in terror. At that moment, the flight attendant looked out of the window and froze. A fighter jet was flying right beside their path. Even worse, the plane's signal suddenly went dead, cutting off all contact with the control tower. When she hurried upstairs to check again, the body was gone, and so was the young man.